Welcome here to Westfield High School as the Blue Devils of Westfield will be taking on the Pioneers of New Providence. I'm Matt Goldman. Alongside me is John Czarnecki. John, Westfield struggled in the Christmas tournament. What did they need to do to rebound from that?
Well, Westfield went 1-2 in the Christmas tournament, and honestly, if Westfield just wants to get back to where they were before the season, before they went to this Christmas tournament and on break, all they need to really do is they just need to start scoring again. Westfield only put up 17 points against Basking Ridge in their game against each other, and that's simply not enough to win a game at a high school basketball level.
Sam Stravic, the starting center of Westfield, what does she need to do to continue her amazing scoring?
Well, honestly, Matt, I don't know if Sam Stravic is going to be able to continue because it seems like Lauren Skro will be participating in game today, her first game since the very first game of the season. In order to get Stravic and Skro going, though, they really need to continue to feed the post and be confident in them. Although Westfield does get a lot of offensive rebounds, they really do need to feed the post and be determined to feed the post if they want to be successful by feeding them.
What are the keys to the game for Westfield as they go up against a battle-tested New Providence team?
Well, 2-6 really doesn't show what this New Providence team is. They've played the Patrick School. They've played Governor Livingston. They've played a lot of great teams this year, Matt. It'll be very interesting to see how they come out today against a non-recruiting high school, a public high school. But I think, in all honesty, if Westfield wants to come out and win today, they just need to be themselves, and they need to put points up offensively.
That's all here from the pregame at Westfield High School. We'll be right back on BDTV for tip-off. And welcome here to Westfield High School, where the Devils will be taking on the New Providence Pioneers. I'm here, Matt Goldman, with John Czarnecki at Westfield High School. John?
Hey, Matt, how you doing?
And it's 0-0 with 7:17 in the first quarter as New Providence has the ball. And it's a travel call on the New Providence Pioneers.
This is a good job by Westfield here, starting off quickly in a quick, once again, pressure zone. It's very interesting to see that Westfield's kept their starting lineup the same, except with the entry of freshman Emma Pietrowitz, Matt.
Yes. And New Providence, who has 3 juniors, 1 senior, and one sophomore on their starting lineup. And that was Lily Maz with the 2-pointer.
Good help right there by Sam Stravic.
Olivia Faulkner with the miss and then elbows Grace Elliott as Elliott falls to the ground.
That's a really sloppy mistake right there by Foucher.
New Providence going in the hardcore press at the moment as Ryan has the ball up top. Elliott being trapped in the corner, finds Molly Ryan and misses. Stravic with the rebound, jump ball.
Matt, I've noticed Molly Ryan has been doing quite a bit of that right there. With those little underhand scoop shots, they don't seem to be going in. I don't think it's the best option for her. Some good defense right there by Emma Pietrowitz, too, just getting her hands in the passing lane. They're going to force New Providence to use bounce passes against this press if they want to break it successfully.
New Providence now has the ball. Almost a turnover. Steal by Lily Maz. She is wide open in the court. And they've called a double dribble call on her. She is confused about the call. That's Foucher bringing up the ball up, pressured by Ryan and Maz. Wide open Nook. And Nook for the travel call. That's the second travel call in New Providence today.
It's a little bit of a stoppy play right there by Nook, but I think that this New Providence team will catch a rhythm. I think they're going to also press just like Westfield does, really try and get Westfield to have to move the ball, but Westfield seems to be very patient, and they're just going to force New Providence to over-pursue and make a mistake.
Grace Elliott is fouled there by Cassandra Barth.
Look at this right here, Matt. Lauren Skro is re-entering her first game since injury. This is awesome for her, Matt.
Wow. Emma Pietrowitz has checked out the freshman, already getting talked to by Coach Liz McKeon. Elliott finds Ryan up top.
I feel like Coach McKeon has a little less patience with Emma Pietrowitz, very simply because she is a freshman, and she really wants Emma to learn the game and be able to play well at this varsity level.
Maz missed the easy putback back there. And that's a foul. It's a foul on Lauren Scrow.
I feel like we were already seeing the presence of Lauren Scrow back in this game right now, Matt.
That's a miss for Iris Koloshi. Excuse me, that was Kaylin Kaminsky, who now made her first foul shot. 2-1, 5:27 the first quarter. Lily Maz finds Lauren Scrow under the basket wide open. Scrow misses and gets her first point since her injury.
I think the jitters are officially out now, Matt. Lauren got that first basket, and I think she can go back to being the dominant force and captain she expected to be at the beginning of this season.
And that is
Kaminsky
Caitlin
back at
Kaminsky
it,
right
Matt.
there. Kaminsky giving it a 1 point. Oh, and that is a travel on Samantha Stravic.
You can definitely tell Coach McKeon is not very happy with this sloppy play and really wants Westfield to step it up here.
Westfield in the big press right now. Almost a turnover by New Providence, and it is a turnover. Good defense from Samantha Stravic.
That's a good job by Stravic there. Not her best set, not her best set right there offensively. Being able to come back on defense and do a good job trapping in the corner. You can tell this New Providence team, even though they are pressing, is not very ready for a press like Westfield's, Matt.
That was Olivia Falker with the turnover. Molly Ryan looking for the three. Can't get it. Elliott.
I'm pretty sure they fouled Matt. Matt, I'm pretty sure they fouled Grace Elliott there. Yet a no call gives Union New Providence a fast break in this scenario.
Sandra Barth with a nice rebound under the basket. Gets it out up top. Kaloshi.
I think that was another missed call right there, man. I'm pretty sure there was just a quick travel right there by Olivia Foucher.
Pioneers are lucky with no travel call there because they've already had a ton of travels today, as that's been the killer for them so far. Molly Ryan with another steal.
There's number one right there, man. I'm going to keep track of that all day for us.
Molly Ryan, who averages 4.5 steals a game. Unbelievable. And that's a foul right there on the Pioneers.
What a pass right there by Lily Maz. I think being able to feed Lauren Skrull like that in the post could be very successful today, Matt. I know we mentioned in our pregame interview about how Sam Stravic's been such a force for this team, but with Lauren Skrull back, it'll be very interesting to see what Sam's new role will be.
Alexa Boyles checked in for Cassandra Barth. Lily Maz is wide open up top. 3:50 in the first quarter. Molly Ryan with a deep three, and that is an air ball, unfortunately.
We've seen that problem a little bit too often, Matt. Molly Ryan hasn't really played up to what she has been expected to this season, I don't think.
And that's out of bounds on Westfield. Oh, that is actually out of bounds on New Providence.
New Providence is still lost in this press, Matt. I can't believe this right now.
Westfield entering this game is now 3-3, 1-1 in the conference, while New Providence is 2-6 and 0-2 in the conference. So both these teams are at the bottom of the Watch-On Conference, so they're looking for both big wins.
Westfield just needs a quick rebound here. They had a little bit of a rough Ridge tournament over Christmas break, going 1-2. If they want to be the team that they should be this year, they're going to really need to rebound in these next few games and pick up crucial, easy wins like today against New Providence.
Sophomore Caroline Dwyer is going to check in now for senior Lauren Scrow.
I think it was good to get Lauren a few minutes in the first quarter, just get her a feel to be back in the game. But it'll be very interesting. It seems like Dwyer's role has increased in every single game we've been to, Matt. She's definitely an asset Coach McKeon wants to use, as is Emma Pietrowicz.
That was Alyssa Nook who drew the foul. Samantha Stravic with the foul.
When Sam Stravic gets in foul trouble, this team is not at their best, Matt. They need Stravic out of foul trouble so that she can be an asset for them on offense. As their leading scorer through the first few games, she really needs to continue to stay on the court and stay out of foul trouble.
Nook tying the ball game up now. And now the Pioneers are up 5-4 in a low-scoring first quarter.
There have been games when Westfield's only put up 17 points this year, Matt. I wouldn't be very shocked, honestly, if this game also ends up as a low-scoring affair.
The Pioneers only put up 29 against their last game against Gov Livingston as they lost 41-29.
Governor Livingston's a good team, Matt. But I think that really today it will be a low-scoring affair. Both teams aren't the greatest offensive players, and if Molly Ryan's shooting those crummy three-point shots and they cannot feed Sam in the post, it'll be very interesting to see how Westfield plans to score today.
That foul's on Alyssa Nook. Sam Stravic at the line. Sam Stravic making the first, tying it up now. Peachwood's about to... Oh, no, she's not checking in. She's getting a talk from Coach Liz McKean right now. One for two, 5-5 still, 2:50 in the first quarter. Now Peachwoods will check in at next dead ball.
I can't tell whether Westfield's playing zone or man. I'm pretty sure it's zone after looking at it a little bit. But it took me a while, and that's why Alexa Boyle was able to get so open for that three right there.
Alexa Boyle almost at her season average of only 4 points a game, so she's on the boards quickly. Sophomore Dwyer makes the bucket. 7-8, 220.
Caroline Dwyer really hasn't done much offensively, but her shot seems to be her strong suit. So it'll be very interesting to see if she can shoot the ball well today.
Alexa Boyle with the miss, and Katie Kaminsky with the rebound.
You can tell Westfield's bench is furious right now. Giving up a stupid offensive rebound that allows Alyssa Nook to come in with second chance points is not what Westfield wants to do. They only want to give this Pioneer team one opportunity to score.
That was Falker's second basket of the game. Elliott in the corner having some trouble. Last possession, she was calling Ryan for the three-pointer, but Ryan wouldn't look at her, so hopefully she can get the points on this possession. Three from Ryan. Gets her own rebound. And the layup is no good. Stravic with the rebound.
That's why she's such a great athlete, Matt. She never stops giving up. She's taken 3 shots on this possession, but she still hasn't stopped trying. This team revolves around what Molly Ryan's able to do, and the fact that they're able to give her second opportunities, they're able to give this offense second opportunities, is amazing for this team.
The Tufts commit couldn't find it as she missed three-pointers on that possession, but still Westfield has the rebound. Maz for a wide two, and it's good.
That's an awesome job by Westfield right there. After giving up some sloppy second chance points, to be able to right back at you them with some more of their own is amazing.
Good defense from Stravic right there. She almost got the turnover.
Stravic needs to come up with that play, Matt. I think she knows it, as does that entire Westfield bench.
Kaylin Kaminsky with the two-pointer. 12-9 Pioneers, 40 seconds in the first quarter.
Kaminsky's already got 5 points in this game. It'll be very interesting to see if she can continue this scoring.
Maz with the two-pointer. So Fur was on the line and rolls out. Good defense from Dwyer and Stravic, but Pioneers get the ball. Peachowitz checks in for Dwyer. And Julian DeGeorge checks in.
Peachowitz is definitely coming out knowing what she's playing for here. Whatever Coach McCain said to her, it changed her energy, and it's going to give her a nice basket right here.
And the layup is good for the freshman. Westfield down by 1 now.
I don't think the score is most of their worry right now, Matt. It's another great job
from Molly Ryan.
That right there is Peachowitz again, just fairly simply going in there and getting in there, causing a trap and causing them to give up a bad turnover.
Ryan with a nice layup, looking for a foul in that play as the first quarter. The horn did not buzz, so there's some confusion now. No basket, end of the first quarter. Westfield up 13-12. We'll be right back here on BDTV.
There must have been a problem.
And welcome back here to Westfield High School to start the second quarter as Westfield leads the Pioneers of New Providence 13-12. Emma Peachowitz with the long two. No good. Molly Ryan gets a nice rebound.
Molly Ryan simply dominating her matchup against Caitlin Kaminsky. She's got so much hype, but Kaminsky's got the spunk right there. Molly Ryan just went in right against her and tried to make a stop.
The Tufts come in with another rebound after a miss, and it's good for the layup.
I think Molly Ryan's only taking these threes to get her own rebound, Matt, because obviously the shot isn't working. But she's doing a phenomenal job right now defensively and rebounding-wise. She just needs to really add in taking a better shot decision, which is what a great college player will learn to do.
Great rebound by Grace Elliott as she's going up the court.
Grace Elliott is, in my opinion, the rock of this Westfield team, Matt. She plays consistent. She always plays the same. And she plays over 35 minutes a game, too. What is up with this horn right now, Matt?
Something is going on right now. That will be Maddie Lamos coming into the game. Westfield taking it from under their basket. The referees are talking to the scoreboard right now, seeing what's going on.
I think the refs are just as confused as I am with this horn right now, Matt. Just trying to get a quick fix to it.
Finds Ryan up top from Elliott. Peachwood's wide open, not taking the shot.
They had a cute little play right there, but the ball just didn't get there quick enough simply.
Ryan almost getting another steal.
That's the second time today. Originally, we saw it with Caroline Dwyer on this side. Now we're seeing it with Molly Ryan. New Providence needs to put the ball on the ground if they're going to pass against this press.
Ryan's been everywhere so far. And a sloppy turnover from New Providence. That was Caitlin Kaminsky. Timeout from Coach Liz McKeon. 6:53, 15 Westfield, 12 New Providence. John, what do you think Coach Pazdera is telling his Pioneers right now?
Well, they're going over a press break, Matt. They simply have not been able to break this press successfully and get down and get easy layups. Westfield's running more of a conservative press, but they should still be able to get some layups off of this press. And it's kind of depressing if I was Coach Pazdera to see that I am not getting the necessary points off of this press and actually turning the ball over. It's simple things. It's bounce passes. It's flashing. It's hands up. It's good passes. It's not anything crazy that they're doing wrong. And I think Coach Pazdera sees that and wants his team just to make a few quick adjustments, get a quick 30-second break, and be back out on the court ready to go and refresh with some confidence. It's only a 3-point game right now, man.
Statistic-wise, New Providence has all players that are pretty balanced points, rebounds, assists, steals-wise. What player on New Providence needs to step it up this time?
Well, it simply needs to be Kaminsky defensively. She seems to be the star of the game so far for this Pioneers team. Misses a closeout on Molly Ryan, and Molly Ryan was in a mainly good position right there to shoot a three. She's already got 7 points, and we're not even at halftime today, Matt. This is not a good sight for this New Providence team.
Ryan averages 10 points a game, and that's good from Alexa Boyle.
It's a good job by Boyle. Boyle hitting another jump shot. You do not want to leave her unguarded. It seems to be the only reason she's on this team, Matt.
Stravic getting doubled there. Getting frustrated also, but gives up to Elliott.
That's a great job defensively by Lamoltz and Boyle right there defending her.
Stravic finds Peachowitz for the three. No good. Stravic with the offensive rebound.
Matt, there was absolutely nobody in the paint to account for anyone. This team cannot do anything. And you can tell Coach Pazdera wants his team box out, guard the middle. There is no defense in the middle. Westfield simply moving the ball around. They're in better condition, and they're just making this look like a show right now, Matt.
Very lackadaisical performance from the Pioneers, which is could be a reason why they are 2-6.
Well, Matt, as we said in the pregame interview, New Providence really has played really good teams. They've played the Roosevelt Catholic. They've played the Patrick School. They've played Governor Livingston. They really are facing good teams, but they have played pretty poorly today, which gives me to think they are a pretty bad team.
Poor defense from the Pioneers. Poor offense also.
You can see they're just trying to get a fast break any way possible.
Wide
clearly
open.
It's not working out for them.
Poor defense from the Pioneers again, but they are lucky that Ryan missed. We could be seeing some bench players from Westfield play if they keep it up like that, their defense.
I would be very interested to see when Faith Dobashevitz can get our first call. Taken out of the starting lineup today by Coach McKeon. I would not really be shocked if we see Faith Dobashevitz get in late second quarter, early third, just to get her some minutes and see if she can light a spark like she did in the first game against Roosevelt Catholic.
Peachowitz had the easy layup and missed. Ryan wants that three. He's called for a travel. Very confused right now from Ryan. Stravic is checking in. Skro gets check back in. Almost another steal from Ryan. Ryan, who's almost at her season average of points and steals already, and it's only the second quarter. And that's good from the Pioneers.
That's a good take right there by Olivia Fouchard, being able to get in there and make a layup like that.
Dwyer gonna check in soon. Still no sign of Doba Shevitz if she's gonna play, or Josie Greenwood.
I feel like Josie Greenwood's role is bound to diminish now with Lauren Skro back in the game, but then again, this could just be part of Liz McKean's game plan for today.
Ryan looking around, trying to get the open person. Skro was wide open at the foul line, but did not see her.
That's a tough pass for you to make, Matt. I know it looks fairly easy, but it's a very short distance, and then you've got people collapsing on you. So unless it truly is wide open, there's no pressure from underneath. There really is no need to throw a pass like that.
Travel for the freshman. Junior checks out as the sophomore checks in.
You can definitely say Petrit's getting a little out of control today. It'll be interesting to see if she's able to step back up. There it is again, getting out of control, Matt. Obviously, she comes up with that stool that's big, but if she's going to go out of control and she's going to get really aggressive there, she needs to make a play.
Falker with the assist to Lamos as she gets the and one. 18-18 now, 3:46 in the half.
That's a pretty sloppy foul on Lauren Skro, Matt, and that's actually going to be her second foul of the game. It's very interesting to see that Coach McKean will keep her in the game and hopes that this is very simply just another quick mistake that she's making. Coming right back off the injury.
Lamos can't get the lead to 19-18 as she misses. Westfield has 3 team fouls, and the Pioneers of New Providence have 4.
It's been a fairly clean game today, Matt.
Grace Elliott with the easy 2.
Matt, that girl's a college athlete. She may not be going to Scranton to play basketball, but she's definitely belongs in an NCAA uniform. She's done a fantastic job as a leader on this team, and that alone will make her successful at the college level.
Yet another travel for New Providence. This is just getting out of hand, John.
Well, there's been travels both ways today. It's very interesting to see that both teams really don't seem prepared to come and play today.
Alyssa Nook checked out for Iris Kaloshi. Ryan takes it up slow. Peachowitz has it up top. She gives up to Ryan. Skro finds Elliott. Sloppy pass. Skro under the basket. Double team. Trying to get out. And it's a turnover. That's Olivia Foucher. Gets the, oh, no and one. No, that is a foul on Emma Peachowitz.
I got to agree with the ref on the call there. It did seem like she took another step. Emma didn't get there in time for the charge, but it was very, very close to being a shooting foul.
Coach Pezdera, looking at the refs, he wants to know an explanation right now as his Pioneers turn it over again.
You can tell that this official down here is getting a little nasty with Pezdera. Got his nose stuck up running down the sideline. As the coach is very simply just trying to get a call. You can tell that this ref is not a nasty guy, is a very nasty guy, and has got his underwear on a little tight right now, Matt.
The score does not seem what it is because Westfield looks like they're dominating, but they are not able to just beat New Providence this half. It's only 20-18 as New Providence should be losing by a lot more.
Westfield's just simply taking bad shots and not finishing the good ones they get, Matt. They'll learn, and they'll possibly stop traveling the ball too.
2:18 in the first half, almost over. Westfield with this press, it's not working so great.
It'll be very interesting to see if Westfield pulls out just for a few moments. That's a little rambunctious play right there by Petrie. It's going a little out of control, but she does get a tip of the ball there, which is fairly helpful.
Almost another turnover for the Pioneers.
Seems like Westfield's entering kind of a 3-2 zone here. Going to be interesting to see if they trap or just play it conservatively.
Miski was wide open under the basket, but that would be a dangerous pass, so they did not go for her.
That's a tough pass to make at this level, Matt. With everybody playing so fast, that's a difficult pass. But I see what you're saying, Matt. Petritz needs to drop down quicker in this 3-2 zone.
That was Lamodes with the 2. Ryan, she wants that 3, but she can't get it right now. New Providence has her tight. Kaminsky with a good defense. Bad pass by Ryan, but Pichowitz recovers.
Caroline Dwyer simply does not seem to be in a shooting position right now. I think that's something they're going to look at in film and say she should have been in a better spot. But very simply there, Caroline Dwyer was standing 3 or 4 feet behind the arc, and that can't happen at this level.
Sam Stravic checks in for Dwyer, as you were saying.
Kind of logical that she would come out at this point.
1:18 in the first half. Turnover by Westfield. Grace Elliott with a bad pass looking for Ryan. And it's a foul on Ryan.
That's a sloppy series right there for Westfield, allowing Caitlin Kaminsky to steal an inbounds pass, and then Molly Ryan picking up a dumb foul.
Tufts commit trying to wake up her team right now, but is tied. Almost a turnover by the Pioneers. And Pichowitz takes it away. Finds Ryan, who's driving.
Oh, that's a travel.
Euro step. No, that is a travel.
That's a travel, Matt. No matter how mad Coach McKeon gets, she pivoted and then lifted. That is a definite travel right there, Matt.
In the NBA, that'd be called a Euro step.
I agree.
Almost a turnover by the Pioneers. And they called it a backcourt. Coach Cap Pezdera, he keeps coming on the court. He might get technical soon if he doesn't step back.
I don't think that's necessarily the problem here, Matt.
Stravic is trying to find something with only 40 seconds and a half left, trying to take the lead for Westfield. As she gets the 2, and it's good. The bench is ecstatic right now.
That's a great job by Stravic. Only 3 points in this first half. They need to get her and Lauren Skro going if they want to execute in this second half.
Boyle with the travel. Foucher was very upset after that last play, saying, we got to get it over. 20 seconds left in the first half. Westfield going to go for the last shot, most likely.
I think they're going to try to feed the post here, Matt. Try to get a rebound, feed the post, do something inside. I doubt they're just going to sit outside and take threes.
Sloppy turnover from Ryan. 8 seconds remaining. Lamodes with the 2. No good. 22 Westfield, 20 New Providence. John, if Westfield wants to beat New Providence, what do they need to do in the second half to win this game?
I think Westfield just needs to wake up offensively, Matt. They're doing a good job defensively. They're being physical. They're forcing this New Providence team to make mistakes. But if they want to win this game, they ultimately, offensively, just need to relax and get good quality shots.
Well, you heard it here on BDTV at halftime. Westfield 22, New Providence 20. Welcome back here to Westfield High School as Westfield is leading 22-20 to start the second half. John, what does New Providence need to do to stop this lackadaisical performance by them?
New Providence just needs to hope Westfield continues to play this poorly. You can definitely tell Westfield out-talents them and can outplay them, but really New Providence needs Westfield to play pretty poorly, and New Providence also needs to box out. As it seems, that's what Coach Pezdera talked about at halftime, as he was ready to go out and break the court.
That's Sam Stravic with the 2-pointer. Ryan, after she airballed that, kind of smiled at the crowd. Wonder what that was all about. She wants that 3, but she can't get it right now.
I'm very happy she decided not to take that shot, Matt. It shows that she's learning from her experiences, as shooting like Steph Curry does not help anything.
Still no Faith Dobashevitz, as she didn't go in the first half. Jump ball right now.
Maybe Faith has some sort of injury, Matt, because that's really the only logical explanation I have.
Elliott inbounding, and hopefully she doesn't turn it over like she did in the first half, as she finds Pichowitz up top. Wide open for 3, but did not take it.
That's the freshman in her, Matt. She just wants to get to the hoop. How is there not a foul there, Matt?
You and Liz McKeon are both agreeing on the same page right now. Maz wide open. No defense from Pioneers. Luckily, she did miss it for the Pioneers. Coach McKeon fired up right now. She wants some points on the board. Westfield only up by 4, though.
There it is. That's 3 times today. This is getting unacceptable right now. These non-bounce passes by New Providence are going to cost them turnovers. This is 3 times so far today, Matt. This cannot happen if they want to win games.
Iris Kaloshi checks in for Le Mans. Voucher has up top. Ryan gets a kick ball, though. Voucher was in trouble at top, but got it out to Boyle. Man defense Westfield's in right now. But it's double team, jump ball, and saves New Providence.
I'm pretty sure they were in zone there, Matt.
I'm sorry. That's a two-pointer from Kalen Comiskey. 2-point game now.
Kaminsky already has 7 points in this game. It'll be very interesting to see what she can do as the game continues.
Ryan has a top. Finds Elliott for a wide open three, but it's not elected to take it. Elliott has it back up top. Still no beats on the show. I am very surprised with this. And Josie Greenwood not even got to play a little bit today. Ryan has it up top.
Good take by Lily Maz there. Good feed right there, right at the dots. Good job by Westfield there. It's a bummer they couldn't convert on that play.
Providence takes the ball. Rushing. Boyle for the three. No good. Good rebounding by New Providence, and they get the rebound back.
You can definitely tell Coach McKean's not very happy with Sam Stravik right there. She should not have been in that position. She should have really put a body right there on Iris in order to stop her.
That's good for one from New Providence. It was a listen up for the first.
Matt, I think we're getting our first Dobo right now, Matt. She seems to be checking in the game.
She has some sort of sleeve on her arm and her leg, so something must be going on. She hasn't played the first half. She checks in for the freshman Peaches.
It'll be very interesting to see if she can bring another explosive style of game to this Westfield offense, who desperately needs some sort of spark.
Maz, who has a top, finds Goldman for the first time. Goldman trying to get the board now. Ryan trying to look around and finds Maz.
It's a good motion offense right now by Westfield. And being able to get the ball into Sam Stravik in the post is very crucial for this team, and to be able to do it in that type of technique.
That was Sam Stravik with the two-pointer.
It's very interesting to see Westfield is still pressing right now, as this stopped working, but I should stop talking, Matt. As another great steal right there from Westfield. That's a bummer for Molly Ryan, though.
Molly Ryan, unfortunate, not being taken. Goldman almost with the block, but New Providence decides to score. That's no good from Westfield. Ryan and one gets the rebound.
That's a great job by Molly Ryan getting to the paint and making a good shot like that in a clutch scenario.
And it's good for Ryan. 29-26, 4:18 and third quarter.
You would think that Westfield would be up by more right now.
Having some trouble right there. Voucher gets it. Voucher with a shoot. No good on Stravik's rebound. Elliott has it up top. Goldman is still trying to get on the board, but it's not working. And the travel ball.
What's going on? That's exactly where they wanted to trap. Coach McKeon wanted Faith to be able to get to that ball there. It's a great rotation right there by Grace Elliott being able to get down.
On the timeout here is Blue Devils 29, Pioneers 26. We'll be right back here on BDTV. And welcome back here on BDTV with 3:16 to go in the third quarter. Westfield is up by 3. Very low scoring quarter for both teams. Molly Ryan with the 3 if it's good. No.
This has been an unusual display by Molly Ryan right now, not being able to shoot like that.
Voucher with the bad pass and turnover. John, what could be going on with Vito Boshevitz where she hasn't gotten any points and she's barely gained any minutes today?
I don't think Faith is necessarily in the game for points right now. She's just in for a spark. She did a great job defensively right there, and then Molly Ryan finished off a trap, forcing a turnover. I think that's what they have faith in. They have faith more in as a role player than a star right now, Matt.
Elliott trying to get some points aboard. She only has 2 today. Maz with the 2. No good. Elliott trying to get the rebound, but is unsuccessful. Providence.
It's a good take.
And it's no good right there. That was Alyssa Nook with the miss. Dobashevitz finds Ryan for the 3. No good.
There it is right there, the presence of Faith Dobashevitz. Extra shot, extra opportunity, another rebound. That's 2 rebounds on this opportunity, plus the foul shots. Let's hope she can convert here, as that's huge for Westfield.
That foul was on Amy Moore. And that's good for Dobashevitz's first points of the game. Dobashevitz makes it 2 for 2 on the foul line. 5-point game here with 2:09 in third quarter. A bad turnover from New Providence. Elliott driving. Out of bounds, stays with Westfield.
It's unusual we didn't see any sort of jump ball or foul there, Matt. I thought there must have been something off, but I guess it's clean basketball. At least according to this referee.
It's a kick ball, New Providence, going right back to Westfield, same spot.
A little bit of a forced pass right there by Grace Elliott. But I feel like Westfield could do anything to get points right now. And then she missed it right there. That's very weird right there, that she hits it when it's not open. And then when it is wide open, she's looking everywhere else. That's a very interesting non-Grace Elliott-esque move, as you wouldn't expect that out of a senior.
Dobashevitz finds Stravic. And it's a turnover from Westfield.
It's a bummer that Stravic wasn't able to maintain and contain that ball.
That was Nook with the steal. Coach Pazdera is telling his team to be patient, as they were not right there. Another turnover from New Providence.
I honestly think New Providence has only scored 2 points this quarter, Matt. This has been a very low-scoring quarter, and it's been all defense so far from both teams today.
Maddie Lemos checks into the ballgame. Elliott, she was told by her teammates to shoot, but she did not. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Ryan has up top, taking her time right now. Trying to go for the 2-for-1 potentially.
I don't think they're necessarily looking for 2 for 1. They're looking for points and more points at this point, Matt.
And Westfield gets the ball back with another travel ball from the Pioneers.
That's very interesting by Westfield right there, as most teams will tell their players get back on defense after a missed shot. But right there, it seems like Westfield's trying to press even after a missed shot. They look like a damsel in distress here on this New Providence team, as they are just simply not able to control themselves and not turn the ball over.
It's been a very slow game here today. And that is the reason why it's only 31-26. Not high scoring today.
High turnover affair, though. What a pass.
Lily Maz cannot hold tight. And that's a foul. That will be going on Caitlin Kaminsky as she tackled Lily Maz to the ground.
That's only Kaminsky's first foul, so she can continue to play aggressive and continue to get steals. Already with 2 steals in the game today, it'll be very interesting to see if she can continue stealing the ball from Molly Ryan, and a team who's normally well known for stealing the ball rather than turning it over themselves. Oh, great pass. Another one.
And is out of bounds, staying with Westfield. 28 seconds to go. Liz McKean was upset right there that Westfield did not get the pass into where they wanted. Elliott trying to find some points.
There's something you don't see often.
Dobashevitz is off. Ryan can't get on her own rebound as she's all the way back out the 3-point line. Finds Stravic under. Stravic, and it's good.
It's a great job by Sam Stravic, never giving up, and being able to get a good job right there by Westfield to contain this Providence defense.
7-point lead for Westfield. Westfield going to hold for the last shot. And Ryan, and it's no good. 33 Westfield, 26 New Providence. We'll be right back here on BDTV for the start of the 4th quarter. Welcome back here on Westfield High School for the start of the 4th quarter. Westfield up by 7. New Providence trying to get back on the board as they barely scored the 3rd quarter. Seeing if they can get more scores. Molly Ryan, another steal.
There's number 3 on the day, I believe, Matt. And a pass! What a pass!
What a pass to Samantha Stravic. 9-point ball game now. 4th quarter, 7:30 left.
That's Stravic's 10th and 11th point right there, and that's huge for Westfield. As I think they're going to finally start running away with this game, Matt.
They called a foul right there. That was on Lamons. That's a 14th foul for New Providence. And Westfield only has 1 this half, so that's pretty good for Westfield. Westfield taking up slow. New Providence is in a man right now.
Seems like it's a zone match. It's a 3-2 one. Oh. You can tell Coach Pizdera is not very happy with this Union offense. He wants his team to rebound, and they simply are not. Normally it's Westfield that's getting out-rebounded, but today it's New Providence.
Bowker trying to make something happen. Boyle with the 3, and it's good. 35-29.
That's all really Alexa Boyle's been able to do today, Matt. She's got 8 points on 3 shots, but she's done a great job today of just making Westfield come out and contest shooters.
Petrowitz trying to get back on the board. Josie Greenwood has not played any minutes today. John, why do you think that is?
As I said earlier, Matt, I think it's a lot because of the Lauren Scrow re-entry into this system. I feel like with Lauren Scrow back, there's no need for her to play as many minutes. Oh, wow.
Ball too much on the pass. Loud bang on the court. Molly Ryan draws the foul.
That's a great job by Molly Ryan right there, just going up and taking it strong.
Molly Ryan a little slow to get up like that.
I think another statistic we need to point out is that's Alyssa Nook's 4th foul, Matt. As she's going to need to be very careful because it seems like Coach Pizdera is going to keep her in the game.
Ryan is silky smooth on that foul shot.
Nice shot right there by Molly.
Molly called it right there. She was short on that.
As a shooter, you just feel when you're a little off, and right there, that's exactly what happened.
3 for Ryan. Air ball. Putting her hands up in the air. Not sure if she wanted a foul or she was just frustrated with herself.
I think it's more out of self-frustration, Matt. This has not been Molly Ryan's best day, yet she still manages to have 10 points.
Foul on Faith Dobashevitz. 23 fouls, number 23. Iris Koloshi will be going to the line. 5:53 in the 4th quarter. Koloshi unsuccessful in the first one. It's only a 7-point game here, so Pioneers have a good chance of coming back. Unsuccessful on both of them, Koloshi. Good boxing out by Stravic right there. Grace Elliott hasn't taken a 3 all game. Very surprised by that. Stravic, and it's good for her.
That's been Sam's signature move all day, Matt. 13 points for Stravic today, and this is huge for her as she continues to be a force even with Lauren Skro back in. There's another steal. I'm pretty sure she's got 3 steals, 2 on the day. She's going to put up a dunk soon, man. I've got a feeling she's on fire right now.
Ryan and Stravic were unsuccessful in that. Stravic, who averages 9.2 points a game. Very impressive for that, as she's being also her season average, so that's going to go up. And that foul was on the ground there. Alexa Boyle's going to take it in for the Pioneers.
Westfield still has 3 fouls to give, so there's absolutely no reason to stop playing aggressive. But you do not want to put this Pioneers team into the bonus because Westfield's good enough that if they put them in the bonus, they'll give them free points, and that's not what this Westfield team wants.
Substitute for Westfield. Freshman Petrowitz checks out. Junior Maz checks in. It's got to be a little spark for the Pioneers if they want anything to happen right now. They do have 5 minutes, which is a lot of time, but with the way they're playing, not much may happen. Pioneers, they're all standing together. No one's moving around, so that is the reason why they turned it over. Ryan has a top. Maybe they're trying to find Grace Ellie on this possession. She hasn't had that many points tonight. Turnover by, nope, not a turnover by Westfield. Westfield.
That's a great pass right there by Molly Ryan.
Grace Elliott finally finds the board after a long time.
Right there, Matt, that looks like we have played basketball since 1st grade together pass right there from Molly Ryan and Grace Elliott. That's a great job. That's just chemistry that they've built over the last 12 years here in Westfield.
And that chemistry is kicking in right there. Elliott trying to get that assist, but Ryan got fouled, so she will be going to the line again. Her first basket, making an 11-point margin for Westfield now. Ryan, 2 for 2 again. Ryan is 5 for 6 tonight, foul shots. Westfield still in that little tiny that press right there. Almost a steal from Westfield. Westfield, they are the steal machines this year.
I don't know if that's a foul right there, and if that is, that's a pretty sloppy foul by Faith Dobashevitz. You simply cannot foul someone when they don't even have control of their own body. I think it was very close to a travel potentially too, Matt.
That's the Boyle's gonna check it in. 3-pointer, no good. And that's good for New Providence.
That's Kaminsky right there finally getting back on the board. 9 points on the day. She's going to need to continue to score if this New Providence team is going to sneak back into this game with 3.5 minutes to go.
Another foul. Coach Liz McKeon saying easy, easy. So Westfield will be slowing it down now. As a bad pass from Ryan, cross court all the way to Stravic. Very dangerous. That resulted in a turnover. Petrowitz is going to check back into the ball game. Westfield's been going with the same rotation. There's about 8 players today, that's it. So, yes, a lot of people beginning work today. Molly and Grace have not sat out all game.
I think Coach Perzada completely understands why this team is losing right now, and it's to the balance. This team is not rebounding very well right now, Matt, and it's definitely being shown in this game.
And Molly Ryan will be checking in. Not sure if it's her last time we'll be seeing her today, but potentially it is. Oh, she's going to the trainers. Something's going on right now.
She must have slightly jammed something, and in a game when you're already up by 10, why not let Emma Petrowitz try to be the Molly Ryan of the game?
42-31, 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. That's 5 fouls for Westfield now. Just a couple minutes ago, they were only at 1 team foul, so Westfield's now just getting lazy and just fouling people.
Slightly sloppy game.
Looks like it's an ankle injury right now for Molly Ryan as the trainer's looking at her left ankle.
My guess is they'll try to get her in to run on it a little. My guess is it'll be a little tape. If we see the ice come out, though, we know that her day is done, Matt.
think it'd be the smart decision for Coach Liz McKeon. Just keep Ryan out, keep her healthy for next game Thursday against a tough Patrick school who beat them last year in the Union County Finals that they want revenge on.
I don't necessarily think that's her call, though, Matt. I think it's more new trainer Steve Barandika's decision. Steve has been a trainer at at the University of Auburn and has finally came to Westfield, I guess you could say, to settle down for a little bit. So I think he does a great job at what he does, and I think it'll definitely be up to him to tell what are they going to do with Westfield's star player.
Maz did not take the 3 there. Elliott trying to go for finds Stravic, easy 2, and gives it up to Peachowitz. Peachowitz about to lose it there. Maz up top. Looks like a 5-pass rule is going after Westfield right now before any shot.
We're doing a good job just stalling time, and I wouldn't be shocked if Providence decides to pressure up.
That's Boyle with a steal going. And it's a foul. Blocking foul on Peachowitz.
Emma just simply did not get her feet set in front of her. She didn't establish space they were going to, and that'll be her 4th foul, and I'd say her 3rd sloppy foul of the game.
Up and walking right now. Dwyer's going to check in for Maz, but that's a good sign right now for Westfield that Molly's coming back in, or potentially not. But she's up, and she's good from the trainers.
Maybe just a little bit of cramping, Matt.
Boyle, Silky smooth on the second. 10-point game now. 1:40 left. I don't see New Providence winning, John. Do you?
Well, New Providence is going to really need to up the pressure and get some big key steals. You can definitely tell they're upping it. They're trying to get steals. They're trying to be big. They're trying to make good plays.
Assistant coach Marcy Williams was screaming at sophomore Caroline Dwyer to take it yourself instead of giving it up. Marcy Williams throwing the ball at the ref and missing.
Marcy's a great athlete. She no longer works in the Westfield School District, but she's definitely a great coach for these girls, as she's one of our Westfield Athletic Hall of Famers. And she's a great influence on these girls.
Voucher was in trouble right there, throwing up the lolly pass. Luckily, New Providence keeps it. 1:15 to go, 10-point game. I see Westfield going on and hanging for the W, as they will now go to 4-3 and 2-1 in conference play, and New Providence will fall to 2-7 and 0-3 in conference play. Not good for New Providence.
It'll be a big game for Westfield coming up against the Patrick School, Matt, as Westfield really was expected to win this game, but it'll be very interesting to see if they are able to win with hopefully a healthy Molly Ryan on Thursday against a good Patrick School team.
Peachowitz good on the 1-and-1 bonus. So now it's 43-32, 106.
That's only
another foul
Emma's
shot for her.
third point of the game right there, Matt.
Another shot for Peachowitz, 44-32. Now Westfield has 16 fouls, while New Providence has 7. Less than 1 minute remaining now. New Providence trying to get something going. Cannot find it. They look like they're not going to foul anymore, potentially, with Dobashevitz having it. They're going for the steal. Turnover by Peachowitz. Voucher. And it's fouled.
And it looks like Emma Peachowitz will be leaving our game today, Matt. That is a really good take right there by Olivia Voucher, but that will be Emma Peachowitz's 5th foul.
Lily Madison is going to check in for her. Bad foul by Peachowitz right there.
Not her best showing today, Matt. I think it was just more sloppy than playing, but it'll be very interesting to see. I think she will be a great player once groomed by the end of the season by Coach McKeon and this fantastic coaching staff.
And that's good for Voucher, her first at the line today. That's good again. 10-point game. Thursday night, Westfield girls will start off the night with a home doubleheader, with the girls starting off against the Patrick School and the guys playing against the Roselle Catholic Lions. Lions, who have Naz Reed, who's going to LSU. That's a big-time commit, so Westfield, it's going to be a packed house that night. What does the guys' team need to do to step it up, as they are only 2-6 on the season?
Well, you could definitely tell that the Westfield guys team doesn't have the talent it's had in the past years, and definitely not the senior leadership. Mark Nattiello and Adam McDaniel are still there, and they're still good leaders. but I don't think they are what Matt LaCourte was for this team last year. I think for that Westfield team to come out as victorious, I think there's going to need to be a miracle going on, Matt. Westfield's going to need to shoot about 80% from the floor. Roseau Catholic's going to need to shoot about 20% from the floor. It's going to need to be a sloppy and sweet game for Westfield, and they're going to need to play the best games of their lives if they want to beat a team like that, Matt.
Well, that's the guys' perspective this week. Now back to the girls. With only less than a minute left, I believe it's 42 seconds, Westfield is up 44, and New Providence is down by 10 with 34. Westfield going to hang on for the W. Not much the Pioneers can do at this point.
I wouldn't necessarily say so, Matt. You can definitely tell New Providence getting a little extra pressure in. It'll be very interesting to see. They're going to foul once they get past half court. It's going to be very interesting to see whether Westfield's going to hit free throws, because with a few missed free throws, this New Providence team is back in the game if they can hit their threes.
Elliott at the line now.
Elliott only with 4 points today, but you can definitely tell she's been a significant player for this team, too.
Elliott trying to put the icing on the cake, but cannot. Boyle trying to get the three, but traveled. Westfield trying to get 5-second rule. Oh, no. Elliott went over the out-of-bounds line, so that's a turnover for Westfield.
This is really not looking ideal for this Westfield team. They are going to need to get a big play right here. Or for this. That's good defense right there by Sam Stravik, simply moving backwards. No foul there.
Turnover by Westfield. Lily Maz with a bad pass to Foucher. Oh, it is blocked by Lily
The
Maz.
fact that this Westfield team has turned the ball over 3 times and missed 2 free throws and is still winning this game really shows their defensive intensity and how well they will play. There's no surrender in this Westfield team.
Stravik's playing a scoring performance on today.
Well, Sam Stravik's been their leading scorer of the game. She put up 13 today, and she is our player of the game, Matt.
Definitely. That's Foucher now at the line. 3 seconds to go. 11-point game, so Westfield going to hang out for the win. Big win for Westfield. Confidence booster going to a big game against the Patrick School. 2, 1. Light the torch. Westfield going to hang out for the W. 46-35. Very exciting ball game, John. John, Westfield, Thursday night. What do they need to do to beat the big Patrick School?
Westfield just needs to come out, play with the same defensive intensity they always play with, but as a change, they just got to score a little bit more, Matt.
Well, that's all here from Westfield. Westfield hanging on for the win. We'll see you on Thursday on BDTV.